looks so good. Your powder coat, you're painted, now you got to put it together. Are we going to make World Cup?
Yeah, we'll be all right. Hey everyone, welcome back to CJRaceCars YouTube channel. We have a hurricane coming for us. We were going to leave and pick up Eagle from paint today, but with this hurricane coming, a lot of the guys need some time to get their houses prepared and everything else. So with that being said, as soon as this hurricane passes and the winds aren't crazy, as long as we still have a vehicle and a trailer, we're gonna head to go get this thing from paint. I'm gonna take Josh with me so that as soon as we get there, we can turn around and come straight back. And whatever day that lands on, I got guys ready to be here. As soon as we open that door and roll it in, we'll be starting assembly because we don't have much time left and we're gonna make it happen. We're gonna be at World Cup, I hope. All right, it's Saturday morning and we are leaving the hotel to go get a trailer. Josh are meeting us at the shop to help drive. Look at all these linemen here at our hotel helping get the power restored. These guys have been killers so far getting the power restored for sure. Anyways, we're meeting them up there. Last time we just went with just me and Josh, but we don't have a whole lot of time, so we need to pick up Eagle today and we need to drive back today. So for about 16 hours of driving straight, I decided to bring both of them, and that way we can make sure we get back. Already got guys lined up to start working tomorrow morning. On Sunday, we don't normally try to work Sundays, but we're gonna do whatever we have to do to make sure we get this car and Leroy done for World Cup finals so that we can make that race and hopefully meet a bunch of you guys up there. So far, the traffic's really good, probably because it's super early in the morning. I'm sure a bunch of people are coming back into town that evacuated, so kind of hoping to beat that crowd. I know in our area by the shop, there's a ton of people out of gas. There's zero gas at any of the gas stations that are local. Actually, Josh, I'm having to pick up from his house this morning because he has no gas and was unable to find gas this week, so he's stuck at home. Danny, same thing. He left work yesterday and tried to get gas on his way home, and he lives about 40 minutes from the shop and couldn't find gas, so he said he has enough gas to make it to work one more day, and then he's also going to have to find gas or not be able to drive. So I have seen a bunch of tankers coming in. Hopefully they get the gas stations filled back up and people don't go crazy getting it and everyone's able to get gas and be able to get around. It's definitely a crappy situation. Went to the grocery store yesterday, not much at the grocery store local to us either. So hopefully things get back to normal here in the next week or so. We still don't have power at home, which is why we're at the hotel. We went there yesterday and my wife couldn't really make it in or out. Super safe. Not much cell phone service, and with me going back out of town to get Eagle, I figured it was safer for them to be back at the hotel. So we'll probably be in a hotel for a few more days while the water hopefully goes down at the house and things will get back to normal. We made it about 70 miles from the house, and Josh apparently didn't prepare his snacks correctly this morning.
Don't start with me.
So we have to stop and get snacks already. And they have police about a mile back making sure that people are not fighting to get gas. We had to tell them we were only here to get snacks, and they stopped traffic for us to park in this Sonny's parking lot. So gas apparently even this far north is still a problem. Josh, please get enough snacks. We don't have to stop again.
Tell Buc-ee's.
Buc-ee's. It's flooded here pretty bad too. I didn't think this far north got it that bad. I saw how the Circle K looked by the shop when they were getting gas this morning too. You see that?
Yeah, that was wild.
All right, we're back at RK Racecraft. I'm here with Ryan. It's 10 o'clock at night pretty much, and we're pretty much gonna load up here, head back to the shop, and all the guys are gonna be there probably about exactly when we show up. So it's gonna work out perfect. Everyone's willing to come in on Sunday and get going on this thing. Obviously, Ryan and all his guys have pretty much worked every day to be able to get this thing done for us. So now we got to do our part of it. But
there's been at least 2 people on it every day for sure for the last 3 weeks. But
yes, it came out, before we show you guys, it came out absolutely awesome. I mean, the body lines, the door gaps, the wing gaps, the color, everything came out awesome. And I just want him to show you guys kind of what they did. And there's a few differences you would do with a race car than you would do with a normal car, and came out awesome. But if you want to just show them like some of the window lifts, the way you guys did them, and some of the carbon
yeah,
modification
we were going
stuff.
for. He was looking for a more modern look. He didn't want any chrome. no chrome. He said no chrome. Yeah, I wanted it blacked out or at least darker. So we threw some ideas around. We always black out the lines right here, the window lips, the rear window, quarter windows, door windows, all that stuff, just to give it a little cleaner edge. But we decided, we thought, you know what? We come up with a color, sent him numerous colors. We decided on this one. I thought it'd be cool to have the factory quarter louvers. We blacked out the marker lights. It's got the front ones that aren't installed yet, but just the kind of the modern look. We put a black tail panel on it, which would have been on like a big block, 69 big block car. Like I said, going for more of the modern look instead of the regular 69 chrome bumper look. We put paint to match bumpers, shaded in the rear bumper, it blacked out front end, more of a LED looking fog light airbrush stuff, and then camera's got LED lights to go in front and rear. So that's what he was looking for, and if we just spit a bunch of thoughts out, you look at something, you look at pictures, you draw tape lines on it, you rip it off, you try it again, and then you finally come up with something that matches. It's more of just an idea, and you're just trying to match an idea, really. So that's what we come up with, and I think it turned out sick. I think it's killer.
Oh yeah. A few things too that you wouldn't even notice that most people would never do or bother doing because it takes a lot of time, but that, in my opinion, makes a big difference. This is a one-piece front end, which they made into a one-piece front end, but then they put the
Factory hood line
the
back
factory
in it.
Hood line back in it and the valance line back in it. So
Yeah,
it
did the
actually
same thing
looks
on the rear quarters where the on the bottom of the windshield where the quarter would meet. I don't know what this panel. This is
That's
a
a
tail
trunk
panel.
filler.
I don't know if that's a trunk filler panel. We put the same line back in here just to give it more of that real car look. It's just.
it looks like a factory car. I mean, it really, other than the cowl and some other stuff, it really looks factory, and that's kind of the goal we go with all of our
It's
stuff.
almost like the thing nowadays at 69 is like the hot rods. It's like a pro touring look. It's like a pro touring style modern 69 drag car.
Yeah, exactly. But yeah, the hood line's a big thing. What else did I say? Oh, and we showed a little bit the video you sent us with the wheel opening. And the reason we did that again, which he explained, is that this wheel is 2 inches farther forward, and we built the car to where this wheel is center of this hole, and he moved that wheel well opening 1.5 inches back to basically match the other wheel, so it's in the center.
Yeah.
A lot of people wouldn't do that. They would just kind of either split the difference, or one would be a lot further forward or backwards than the other one. It takes a lot of work, which again, that's a ton of work to do that, and the carbon modification stuff they did up here. But it all looks killer. So that's what it takes to make these things right. Like you can't even see they moved that hole. I mean, it looks awesome.
Yeah, this one was actually worked out pretty nice. Some of them are, you don't know what you're getting into, so you start cutting and moving. But this one worked out really nice. And then you had a section here that you brought with the car that, like I explained before, if it's not the exact wheelbase, the exact like cowl bar in here, windshield bar right here, where the windshield mounts to, you can forget it. Like it's just, like, if you don't know exactly whoever made the body and made the buck and made the mold, you're never gonna match it. So this area right here is always a tough area, and we end up making this by hand to make them look right. I mean, you can finagle them to make them go on, but to make them really look like it. It's you just, to me, when you're building a race car, you want to make stuff that doesn't look out of place, like it was meant for it. Like GM made this mold for this car, you know, you don't, and that's what we shoot for. Lower front fenders, keep the bottom there with the turbos, the exhaust and the wastegate coming out. That way it's easier for getting the front end on and off. It's like everything else. It's just work.
It's a lot of work. It's a ton of work, especially to get this thing as straight as it is. I'm sure most of the people watching will be at the track at some point and see it. And when you do, you'll appreciate exactly all this stuff is. I mean, it's super slick. The body gaps are perfect, and he'll tell you, because messing with these basically Chinese steel pieces, it's really hard to get that to match the door and the other Chinese piece to match the other Chinese piece, and it's really tough. So for it to look as good as it does, it's really impressive. So it's super happy with it.
We're proud of it for sure.
Yeah, it's going to be really good, and that's why these guys painted the car. I talk to Ryan all the time, and he's picky like I am, and I knew if he was happy with it, we would be happy with it, and that's why it's here. So I think that's it. Now we gotta load it up and take it back and hopefully put it back together in 10 days and be at the racetrack in 2.5 weeks.
Don't look at me.
Ryan says he's gonna come help, so we'll see.
You said you are flying in, right?
He's gonna fly. He's got a private jet. He's gonna fly.
Possibly.
Fly a private jet.
Yeah, there is an airport next door.
Is it?
Yeah.
Yeah, there you go. See, close enough.
If I had Cameron's money, I'd throw mine away.
You wouldn't have much if you had mine. That's unfortunate, but no. But yeah, that's it. We just want to show you guys this. We got to get it loaded up. He's got to get home. He's been here till forever in the middle of the night, every night, working on this thing. Really helped us out.
3 a.m. this morning, to be exact.
Yeah, 3 a.m. this morning. Then back here again today to make sure we could pick it up today. So definitely appreciate all the help, and we will never, hopefully, have to rush one like this again. But even with rushing it, it's right, and that's every time we talked on the phone about picking it up. The biggest thing was it had to be right. So if we moved it back a few days, it didn't matter. It had to be right. There's no point in going this far and cutting a corner to save 2 days. It's not worth it. So we'll get it back and get it together, and I'm pretty sure Cletus will be really happy with it. I mean, this thing it couldn't be any nicer, in my opinion. I mean, it is really nice. I can't see anything that I would change, so super happy. He's got a YouTube.
No,
and he's gonna probably post something. So
maybe
go over
one
there.
day.
He does a lot of
a
lot of really cool stuff. Just go over there and subscribe, because if he ever decides to post, it'll be about something.
It's hard to make a YouTube video when you're here at 3 a.m. on Friday night.
We'll take a little break and make some videos now. But just go over there and like it. That way, if you ever post something, it'll be cool, because he does a lot of pretty similar stuff to us, and really cool stuff. Was RK Racecraft on YouTube?
Yeah, it's RK Racecraft.
Yeah, just go over there.
It's a work in progress.
Go over there and like it, and he'll start posting more. It'll be good, because you see what he does. Like, these guys do killer work. It's 10:45. We just left RK Racecraft. Josh 1 is getting first shift of driving. Josh 2 is getting second shift.
He's on charge.
He's on charge. He's charging up, for second shift. So it's 10:45. We're about 8 hours from the shop, and so that puts us there about 6:45. I think, right? 6:45. No, yeah, 6:45.
I don't math.
You don't math? Not this late at night. So we should be back to the shop at 6:45. We got guys coming in at 7 a.m. to start assembling, and I'll probably rest a little bit on the drive. Josh will probably rest a little bit on the drive. I'm gonna try to stay some tomorrow. And we're going to start getting this thing together, because we don't have a ton of time. So we're going to have to use all the time we do have. It'll be a long drive, Josh.
Yeah.
No Buc-ee's?
Yeah, okay.
It's 10 after 7. About exactly 24 hours after we left the shop. Pulling back into the shop. And the fun is about to begin. Josh finished out the ride. The other Josh is using my daughter's unicorn stuffed animal as a pillow. And he's up now, but we're here. Danny should be here. If not, he's gonna be here soon. It looks like there's somebody here. So these guys are gonna get ready to get going. Probably go home and take a nap here pretty shortly.
You slept the whole ride.
What? How would you know you weren't awake?
I was awake for the majority of it, and you slept most of it.
How'd you like your pillow back there? How'd you like your unicorn pillow?
Good pillow.
Getting ready to go pick up Cletus from the airport. He's flying in right now to come see the paint for the first time. I have sent him a few small pictures on the phone, but unless you see this thing in the light and in person, it just doesn't show you all the depth of the paint and like the brass pearl that's in it. When you see it in person, it's really it's like a whole different animal. And these guys absolutely killed it. I think he's gonna be super happy with it. So let's go pick him up in the airport and see what he thinks.
It looks so good. Holy crap, it looks so good, man. So it's kind of like Bullet's color.
Look at that little glisten.
With the wing on it?
I geek out about all the little details, but for a race car, everything is gapped perfect. The doors are gapped, the rocker to doors, the front end of doors.
This might be too nice, brother.
I mean, it is by far, it's as nice as anything we built, or nicer for sure. They did a killer job, dude.
Yeah.
Killer job.
Oh, we got our optic armor window in there?
Yep.
You guys are crushing.
Oh yeah. We don't have much time.
What do you think? Are we gonna make World Cup?
Yeah, we'll be all right.
Look
Yeah,
at this guy, dude. Holy smokes. So we gotta get this thing done and try and test it, because you have to have a minimum speed to make it the World Cup.
Yep.
So, which I don't remember what it is. Is it? It's
Five
either
something, right?
590 in the quarter, or I think 390 in the 8.
Which I'm going to say with a 315, unless there's an issue mechanically with something, that's going to be pretty easily doable. Yeah.
Walk in the park, basically.
Walk in the
Yeah.
park.
It's fast, but this is a
And plus, it
pretty
already
serious
looks
deal.
this
Yeah.
fast. I mean, how could it
Yeah.
not?
yeah.
Do it.
Exactly.
Dude, the copper.
Oh,
so
it
nice.
does. It does. It's killer.
I'm so happy, dude. So happy.
They did a
You
great
guys are
job. Man.
killing it,
They did a great
brother.
job. Thank
are
you. I
killing
appreciate it.
All right, well, I guess we got to leave you with this puppy.
Yep.
You're powder coated, you're painted, now you got to put it together.
Yep, that's it. Final step. This is when it starts to look like something.
All right, man. Well, thank you
Yep.
so much.
What's up?
yeah.
Watch that spot down.
No, you're good over here, I think. I think you're good. I think. Yep, you're good.
Real Camaro. We got a real Camaro.
This is it, bud. This is it.
All right, that's pretty much going to do it for this video. As you can see, we got pretty much everyone over here assembling this thing. Taylor's even got his Ritz crackers over here because he said he don't want to leave to take a break. He got too much stuff to do. So he's tapping the holes for the firewall, getting the firewall pieces put in. When we do the titanium firewall pieces, sometimes different batches come a little bit different finish. So we like wet DA them, right? You know what paper that is? It's like a really fine DA paper that's for water, like being wet. And we DA all the pieces so they all look exactly the same. He's got one piece in there now, and he's chasing these holes, which Danny had already tapped to install the rest of them. But we're gonna keep on working on putting this thing together. Again, these guys did an awesome job. The pearl, copper pearl, like metallic that's in the paint is really nice. The way they did the paint match bumpers, but they airbrushed around it. It actually looks, Danny until a little bit ago thought that the bumper was actually a separate bumper. He didn't even realize it was part of the same front end, the way they airbrushed the shadows around it. And there wasn't anything they didn't think about when they were doing the bodywork. Everything is absolutely killer. It helps that they've done a lot of race cars, and it shows. I mean, all the black lips around the windows, everything is awesome. So this car is gonna look awesome in the next probably 4 or 5 days. We're gonna have this thing on the ground with some wheels, and it's gonna look killer. So we gotta just keep pushing, and hopefully we make World Cup. Thanks again for watching. Make sure you like, share, and subscribe, and we'll see you on the next one.